Welcome back. My name is Dee, and this is Dee's Reading Lounge. This is where I'm sharing my love for reading at my own pace. Welcome back to a new video. And so in this video, I am going to be sharing my summer reading list with you all. So if you did not see the last video I did about summer reads, I will link it below or above so you can check that out. I let ChatGPT choose my summer reads, and that was quite fun. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the books that I'll be reading. The majority of the books, they are on Kindle. And so I got most of the books for like really cheap, super cheap. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I do not believe in paying more than $5 for a Kindle book. And so I got really good deals on those books. So I'll start with the current book that I am reading. I am currently doing a vlog. Not sure when you'll see that vlog on this book, but anyway, so it is The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest, and I am about 200 pages in. And so watch the vlog if you're interested in seeing my reactions and thoughts about this book. This follows Lily and Nick. Lily contacts her favorite fantasy author who is no longer writing books, and it's actually Nick, but she does not know it because he goes by a pen name, I think N.R. Strickland or something like that. And so she sends him an email per his website, not expecting a response, but he ends up responding, and they have this, I would say, friendship back and forth through email, when all of a sudden he ghosts her, and then the story takes off from there. You learn more about Lily and her life, and Nick, and you know how they end up coming together. And so stay tuned for the vlog if you're interested in hearing my full thoughts about that book. All right, so ChatGPT suggested Let Me Love You by Alexandria House. And so this is a indie author. I got this on Amazon for $15. Indie authors or non-traditionally published authors, their covers always come like this, like the shiny cover. You know, I guess, I don't know why. I've heard great things about this particular author, not this book in general. I really don't read romance, so, you know, I wouldn't know if, you know, someone mentioned this book, you know, probably went over my head. But anyway, so let's talk about the synopsis. So book one is actually a duet, which is not bad. I can do a duet. And let me tell you how many pages it is. It is a little over 300 pages. And I love the fact that it's a quite big book with big wording. So I like that, the presentation of the book. So it says, trying to put past hurts behind you is hard when your ex is a fool, but buoyed by child support and alimony, Jill Walker is moving forward with her life, pursuing a career, raising her little girl, and trying to live in peace. She believes she has all the bases covered in her world, but what about her heart? And so ChatGPT recommended this because it had depth, had substance, all the things I like in a good romance. So it might be a little dark too because of the cover. That is a little dark. I don't know if that means anything. And so let's see what else I have here. That I am off my book buying ban, and I have purchased some books that I've had on my wish list since I'm now able to do that. Okay, and I'll be sharing that soon with you. All right, so the next book that I purchased is on my Kindle. Come on, Kindle. This, ooh, girl. This thing is so daggone slow, like lags like crazy. They need to really do something about this because this is getting on my nerves. Okay, I don't want to see that yet. I want to see the cover. Let's see the cover. The Truth of Things by Tasha Harrison. This is another indie author, and ChatGPT recommended it because of what prompt I put. I think an indie author that was underrated, that no one, you know, really talks about. So that's what GPT recommended. So I went ahead and went with it. Glad to support someone who's new and upcoming. I'm not going to read the synopsis for this one. I will link the video of ChatGPT. And so because this is a duet as well, I went ahead and downloaded the second book because it was only, you know, less than $5. And so it's called The Way of Things. So that is the second book, and I will, let's see, let's show you what that looks like. The way, oh yeah, the way things are. I'm sorry, the way things are. Sexy, sexy cover. Yes. All right. Okay, so let's go back to our library. So another subscriber or viewer recommended that I might like Donna Hill because I like historical romance, and Brenda Jackson. So I did go ahead and get the ebook for Miss Donna Hill. It's called Rhythms. And it says book 1, y'all, but I didn't realize that this was a duet, so I need to figure that out, but I'm not gonna, jump ahead of myself. I'm going to read this one and we'll see how we feel. So this one is Rhythms by Donna Hill. Let's see if it gives me a synopsis. I will go ahead and insert the synopsis right now. So the next book that I am going to read is The Last Summer on State Street by Toya Wolff. Not sure, I think I was just browsing on Amazon when I came across this book. I got this for $1.99, a really good deal. So I'm gonna just briefly read to you what the book is about. So it says, even when we lose it all, we find the strength to rebuild. Felicia Fifi Stevens is living with her vigilantly loving mother and older teenage brother whom she adores in building 4950 of Chicago Robert Taylor Homes. It's the summer of 1999 and her high-rise is next in line to be torn down by the Chicago Housing Authority. She, with devout Precious Brown and Stacia Buchanan, a daughter of a gangster disciplined queen pin, form a tentative trio and for a brief moment carve out for themselves a simple life of double dutch and innocence. But when Fifi welcomes a mysterious new friend, Tanya, into their fold, the dynamic shift, upending the lives of all 4 girls. So this may be a YA Toya Wolff, but it got 796 ratings on Amazon, and it's nearly a 4-star, like 4.45 stars on Amazon. So I went ahead and it's a Black female author. So I went ahead and picked this one up, a while back, I think. So the next book that I am going to read, well, these are just suggested books for my summer list, so keep that in mind. The Berry Pickers. This one sounds really good. I think a lot of book clubs have read this book. This one sounds really, really good. And this is the cover of the book, The Berry Pickers. This one was on sale for $1.99 too. I think I caught it at the right time. Sometimes when you least expect books to be on sale, they're on sale. So if you're interested in this book, it is still on sale at for $1.99 on Amazon. If I like this book, I may buy it physically because I think it's going to be a good one. So it got nearly 4.5 stars as well. So it says July 1962, Kamake family from Nova Scotia arrives in Maine to pick blueberries for the summer. Weeks later, 4-year-old Ruthie, the family's youngest child, vanishes. She is last seen by her 6-year-old brother, Joe, sitting on a favorite rock at the edge of a berry field. Joe will remain distraught by his sister's disappearance for years to come. In Maine, a young girl named Norma grows up as the only child of an affluent family. Her father is emotionally distant, her mother frustratingly overprotective. Norma is often troubled by reoccurring dreams and visions that seem more like memories than imagination. As she grows older, Norma slowly comes to realize there is something her parents aren't telling her. Unwilling to abandon her intuition, she spends decades trying to uncover this family's secret. So it says, for readers of The Vanishing Half and Women of Light, this show-stopping debut by a vibrant new voice in fiction is a riveting novel about search for truth, the shadow of trauma, and the persistence of love across time. So that sounds really, really good. Haven't read The Vanishing Half, but it is on my TBR to be read. Okay, so the next book is Behind the Scenes by Christina C. Jones. Okay, so this one was on sale as well. And as you can see, these are Black romances. This is one that I found as well on Amazon just randomly. And we got it on a Kindle because it was like 99 cents or something like that. So it just says perfect, privileged, strong, spoiled, uptight, useless. If there's any one thing Pierre and Logan have in common, it's their ability to invite snap judgments based on shallow views of who they are. Logan is a privileged only daughter of a respected family whose legacy runs long and deep. Pierre is the moody orphaned son of big screen royalty who couldn't possibly live up to the prestige of his pedigree. Or maybe not. Perhaps they're just two people trying to navigate the pressures of a world hell-bent on telling them what they should be and eschewing the limits of other people's expectations. So that sounded really good. So I went ahead and got that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cover of two beautiful people. The next one is a Jasmine Guillory book, Drunk on Love. I think I tried to read, I was going to get The Proposal, I think, but there was a reason why I decided not to. I think because it's a part of a series. And as you can see, like everybody is doing series. I think that is a ploy that they're using to reel readers in to continue to buy their books. But I think that's what's going on. So that's why I didn't get The Proposal. So I'm going to be reading Drunk on Love by Jasmine Guillory. And most of these authors are very new to me. So briefly, it says an intoxicating and sparking new romance by the New York Times bestselling author Jasmine Guillory. Margot Numble needs some relief from the stress of running the family winery with her brother. Enter Luke, sexy, charming, and best of all, in the too small world of Napa, a stranger. The chemistry between them is undeniable, and Margot is delighted that she lucked into the perfect one-night stand. She'll never have to see him again. That is until the winery's newest hire, Luke, walks in the next morning. Margot is determined to keep things purely professional, but when their every interaction reminds her of the attraction still bubbling between them, it proves to be much more challenging than she expects. Okay, so that is Drunk on Love by Jasmine Guillory, contemporary romance. Now, since I am reading this book here, I have made an impression already or learned something about me with romances, which I thought was the case, but now it is confirmed now that I'm reading this book the way it's written. So we'll see if Jasmine Guillory is somebody I'm going to like. It sounds good, right? It sounds good. Not that the book is going to be bad, but you know, sometimes people's writing just does not match your expectations or what you like. So next is Beverly Jenkins. I almost said Johnson, but Beverly Jenkins. So ChatGPT recommended that I read Wild Rain, which is book number 2 of the Women Who Dare series. So I'm going to start with Rebel. That is book number 1. And I'm going to get to this once I finish reading. I read this one. What is the other one, right? Let me see. This is about Reagan. Yeah. This one is the last book of the Old West series. This is Reagan's story. Love this series so far. And then because I may just be get bored with reading romances, y'all, I might switch it up and read something else, okay? And so I do have The Deep by, what is that author's name? Next is a book called The Build-Up. And this one is by Tati Richardson. And so this is also a new to me author. And this is what the cover looks like. So it says, the synopsis for this one is, a truly unfortunate first day of work leads to unexpected love in this sparkling debut from Romance in Color podcast co-host Tati Richardson. Rumpled and ragged was not how architect Ari James envisioned kicking off her first day at a new firm. A few things can top the horror of her new and extremely hot colleague walking in on her at the worst moment ever. Learning that she'll be working with him on the project that's supposed to get her career back on top makes it harder than ever to focus on her big comeback. With a partnership at his firm on the line, nothing is going to stand in the way of Porter Harrison absolutely killing it on his new project. Not his obnoxious rival, not his unpredictable brother, and definitely not his new coworker whose gorgeous curves he accidentally saw and now can't get out of his head. So that is the build up, and that is a book that I just came across as well. I did get another book that was suggested by a viewer here. The author's name is Brenda Jackson, and the book is called Spilling the Tea. This one I bought because I got a good price on it, and I'm getting a paperback of it, I believe. Yes, a paperback. It should be here tomorrow, but this is the book right here. Because the Kindle was just crazy, like $12.99, and I'm not spending $12.99 on a Kindle book. Yeah, so I purchased the physical book. And it's by Brenda Jackson, another Black female author. So the premise sounds really good too, and like a lot of drama and stuff like that. And so it says 90-something Mama Laverne is determined to find all of her great-grandchildren their perfect match before going home to glory. So far, her success rate is 100%, and she intends to keep it that way. After sustaining injuries in Iraq, Chancellor Madaris was told he'd never walk again. Chance credits his great-grandmother, Mama Laverne, with giving him the will to heal and prove the doctors wrong. He has a healthy respect for her meddling ways and knows he'll eventually end up on her matchmaking list. When Zoe Pritchard was 8, she survived a car accident that took the lives of her mother and father and was sent to live with her great aunt, who refused to speak about her parents. Zoe has no memory from before the crash, but she's been having the same dream over and over. Searching for answers, Zoe travels to Houston, where she uncovers a scandal involving her parents and the wealthy and powerful Madaris family. Her trial leads her straight to Chance's door. The dislike and intense attraction are instant and simultaneous. But to help Zoe restore her memory, he grudgingly introduces her to his great mother, ... So that sounds really, really interesting. A lot of elements involved, a little scandal, a little romance. And so I think this one is definitely gonna suit like my taste as well. I do wanna also read something by I think her name is Ellen Hilderbrand, The Identicals. But I don't think that's a romance, but it's perfect for summer as well. So I'm just gonna throw that in here too, because I'll probably be reading that because it's perfect for like summer books. Got some drama in it. I heard she's a writer who writes a lot of drama in her books, but it's perfect for the summer. The cover is perfect for the summer. And yeah, I think I want to read that one, because if I don't, I probably won't get to it. And so I just think it's the perfect time to read that one. So The Identicals. So it says Nantucket is only 11 miles away from Martha's Vineyard, but they may as well be worlds apart for estranged twin sisters, Harper and Tabitha Frost. After not speaking for more than a decade, Harper and Tabitha switch islands and live in lives to save what's left of their splintered family. But the twins quickly discover the secrets, lies, and gossip they thought they'd outrun can travel between islands just easily as they can. Will Harper and Tabitha be able to bury the hatchet and end their sibling rivalry once and for all? So can't wait to see what that book is about, because I've had that one for quite a while and I just need to get off the pot. And so, yeah, I think I just want to read that one. I am going to be reading a Brittany Cherry book, and I will put it right here. I can't think of the name of that book. That is the only book that I own by her, but I do want to read something by her because I heard that she has really good books. I have several Taylor Jenkins Reid's books that I can choose from, so I'm definitely gonna try to choose one to read, because I do want to, see what her writing style is gonna be. And I cannot forget Kennedy Ryan, This Could Be Us, and Before I Let Go. So I'm eager to read these books because it's long overdue. They've got a lot of hype, and I generally don't read books, that generate a lot of hype initially. I always wait till like it dies down. But her latest book just came out. So those are the books that are on my summer TBR or summer list. Not saying that I'm going to get around to all of these books, because you know, reading a whole lot of romance can get old after a while. And so I am going to go back to my staples, which are historical fiction, and maybe throw in a thriller or two to break it up, palate cleanser, you know, something new and fresh besides romance. And then we'll see, you know, how many we can read this summer. I'm just looking forward to getting some of these books off of my TBR. Thank you for watching. Let me know if any of these books are on your summer reading list, or if you have even read any books on this list. And I will see you guys in the next video.